Hello, it's YoonKyung. The other day I went to the art supply store to get some stuff, but I couldn't find what I was looking for, so I asked for help to one of the staff. While he was helping me, he asked me if I was an artist. I had to pause for a second and thought, Then I said, I try to be. And right after saying that, regret came rushing in and I thought, try to be? You should have confidently said yes. Don't you know fake it till make it? With this kind of mindset, how are you ever going to become an artist? And that was my inner critic. But honestly, the word artist feels too big for me right now. It feels like to be called an artist, you need to have artworks that sells for a high price or pieces hanging in non-galleries or even famous museums. Yes, I went to art university and yes, I think I have some talent in drawing, but I also haven't done much with it for such a long time. So when I started asking myself if I can call myself an artist, I just feel really uncomfortable and a bit insecure. After sitting with these feelings for a while, I realized these are not only about my insecurity of being qualified or not, but more about a fear of achieving yet another title. What I mean with it is, I've always been an achievement-oriented person. I have lived my whole life by setting goals and trying hard to achieve them. For example, when I was in high school, becoming a student at a prestigious art university was my goal. After graduation, getting hired as a 3D designer was my goal, and during my career, transitioning into a UX designer role was my goal. And I put so much effort into achieving those goals, and did achieve all of them. But did I actually become happy afterwards? Not really. After I got into university I had wanted to go, I received a lot of recognition from people around me, and that felt really good. Being a student at a well-known university made me feel proud. But when I look back at my actual university life, I didn't really enjoy it. I rather hated it. I had chosen a major that didn't suit me very well, which was metalcraft. I really hated this loud, rough, hammering sound of metalcraft. So when I think about those years, the image that comes to my mind is a series of gray and rainy days. Then there was this goal of becoming a 3D designer. But looking back now, I don't think I wanted to do actual work of 3D designer that badly. I just wanted to have the title of designer after graduation. And among the different types of designer roles, 3D designer was most feasible option by using my diploma. So for a year after graduation, I learned the necessary computer programs, prepared my portfolio, and eventually got hired. At first it was fun. I was learning new skills at work, getting better at them, and the process of growing itself brought me joy. But still, I don't think I truly enjoyed the work itself. Later on in my career, I transitioned into a UX designer role, and it was again similar experience. It was a good opportunity, and realistically, I thought it was a better choice for my career. But once I was inside that role, I realized that half of the work suited me and the other half kept making me feel uncomfortable. I could do the work, but I didn't feel completely at ease inside the title. Achieving all these titles makes me feel proud for sure, but after some time, when I had to keep living inside the title, it somehow never felt fully like me. It's like wearing clothes that didn't quite fit well. A little uncomfortable. Then I thought that there is this pattern, the wrong pattern. After going through these experiences, I started to realize that the important thing is not what title I have, but what I will be actually doing on a daily basis and if I can enjoy them. Because having certain titles can feel good for a moment, but the joy of having the title doesn't last very long. What's really important is not how I'm called, but what I do. So I started asking myself questions. When do I feel like being myself? Even if my days become the same small repetitions, what are the things that I could enjoy doing? For me, those things are painting, contemplating, writing thoughts, and being connected with nature. At least one thing I know for sure right now is that when I do those things, my mind is at peace and I feel being who I am. So if I could share my painting process, my thoughts and my stories to the world, and that could reach even one person in some meaningful way, I think that will make me feel truly rewarded. So this journey is my first step towards figuring that out. To be honest, it's still a little scary to step into the things I've been longing for such a long time. But I think I know now, chasing a next big title will only lead me to find myself empty inside. So this time, I want to change my direction a little. I'm letting go of urges to achieve the title. Instead, I'm just gonna focus on the action of doing what makes me feel being myself. It is scary, but I'm finally stepping out of my comfort zone. I might stumble, but I feel that I'm ready to create my own path. So I'll be slowly sharing what I find along the way and see what kind of life they slowly become for me. So this channel is not the way of proving that I'm an artist, but the way of finding out what happens when I am being myself. And I think that's enough for now.